ski goggles, colon cough, Bob Barker, lockdown.
Got all these extra balloons. We might as well suck them.
Hello? Hello?
Oh.
Hello?
Did you not? You didn't get enough. I'm curious.
Hello? Hello? Oh, there it is. I haven't done that in so long.
I know.
I'm curious to hear what Zach sounds like because his voice is so deep naturally.
Yeah.
And we gave him a balloon. Zach, have you sucked it?
That's what he sounds like. He just said, "Hey-o."
He's so high pitched. Dude, that's quite the octave.
What a funny trick.
Oh my God. Whoa, dude, it's
Not a bomb.
Not a bomb. Help, help, help.
Did we do that after our 1 year too? Did we have some balloons hanging out?
Help. Oh my God.
know.
That's so weird.
This is great.
I haven't.
Now Zach just sounds like me. Just shrunk his voice down to that.
Oh, okay.
Episode 105. Let's get into it. Support us on Patreon. You can find the link in the episode description. Bonus content, back end of every show. Exclusive merch. We got some new merch coming. We're going to drop a fun summer pack. Oh, yeah. Yeah. If you want to see something on the show or hear about it, whatever you find on the World Wide Web.
World Wide Web.
Send it into heyguys@canyoudon'tpodcast.com. On today's show, we have a thick, juicy, sweaty dick.
Remember that news day? You're like, what's internet?
What's internet? Well, internet is you plug it into your computer in the back. And we've been talking about this for a while now, and it's going to happen. It's happening right now. We're going to turn it over to Call Me Uncle Zach to promote the Scatcast Can You Don't card crossover.
Oh, yeah. They're available right now. Scatcast.com.
Wow. Let me move my mouse out of the way.
Cards.
Looks bad. Okay.
Cards,
Oh,
cards,
shit.
cards.
That's even worse.
Now you can see it all.
I know. I'm dumb.
And so you've got two different tiers. There's the $24.99. You can get the 8 base cards, and you're guaranteed a couple special cards, and there's tons of different specials.
Okay.
And then for $69.99, I was going 69 because
that's funny.
it doesn't make sense, but you
It
get
does.
the VIP, and it comes with a metal challenge card.
Wow.
With your name on it. And that's why it's so expensive. But yeah, it'll take a few weeks for us to get it. But if you want to order it right now, you can. And if you want a different name than what your ordering name will be,
Okay.
just give us a little email or put it in the notes in the thing. But
And they're awesome.
Dude.
And it's it's a whole pack, and shirts that we wore on a show months ago now. Some of them will be cut into the cards, right?
I'm so excited for that. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, the old
Memorabilia.
jersey cards.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
It's, in fact, the one that you're wearing is the one for you, Bri.
Yeah, I cut the sleeves off of this one because it's getting too hot.
There's some more cards that need to be made.
Yeah.
Okay, if you are signed up for our Patreon, speaking of Patreon, you're hearing this on Monday, but it's not going to be available until this Wednesday.
That's right.
But anyway, where do they go? Where do they go to pick these up?
Scatcast.com
Okay.
in the merch store, and we'll have a nice big place for you to land on.
That's scat with a K.
That's right, but there's metal cards. There's the thing called crystalline cards, which are see-through, really, really cool. Not everybody will get them. There's holograph cards, really cool gold foil rookies of you two fuckers. Plus, there's autograph cards. There's a triple auto with all three of us on there. There's a thing called a Titan card, which you'll have your name on the back of. It's a big, oversized card.
Is there gonna be an error card?
There's always error cards if I'm involved, brother.
Okay.
The whole pack is error cards.
I am an error card.
No, it's really cool. And if you've ever wondered, if you're listening to this show, you're like, how can I give money to Zach without Joe or Brian getting any of it? This is your chance.
This is it.
So head over to scatcast.com and put a lot of work into that, and they're available right now.
Right now.
Unless they
Awesome.
do really well, then we're...
Yeah, and you start making like hundreds of thousands of dollars off of it, I'm going to want like $10.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or a pizza.
At least buy us a calzone down at Pete's or something.
At Pete's Pizza.
You got it.
The Calzone King. I mean,
Yeah,
come on.
he is the king.
That's what he says.
I'm super excited for you two in particular.
Yeah, because we haven't
to
seen
look
them.
at.
We
Yeah.
have no idea what they look like.
That look
So-
like shit. They're the worst cards I ever made.
We're going to find out at the same time what they look like. Awesome, man. Can't wait to see them.
Neither.
So this is an email from our son John before we get into the show. It says, "Hey daddies, I was just listening to episode 103 and Joe was talking about the will they make it bit. Remember that? It's like go through a drive-through and like, will they make it? Will they sign it? Fax machine, stapler. You get it.
Yeah.
Same idea. So same thing. So this is about going to fast food restaurants and being like, will they make this fucking thing? I did something like this during lockdown. Isn't that just a funny thing to say? Like before COVID hit, he's in jail. saying a fucking sentence like that. It's like, this is what I did when I was in the clink.
Yep.
And like now we're like, oh yeah, COVID. What a fucking wild couple years that was.
And it is weird how different people they called it different things. It was like
I called it terrible time.
quarantine, lockdown.
Yeah.
Quarantine's like, let's not die. Lockdown's like, you fucking locked me in my house, you bitch.
Let me out of
You
here!
big dumb bitch.
So I did something like this during lockdown when my wife and I were door dashing everything. I ordered 2 McDouble meals from McDonald's with 89 pepper packets.
Oh my God.
I fucking love pepper. Me too. I didn't know you knew my daughter. I fucking love pepper, and we were out. When the driver dropped off the bag, I excitedly ran out and checked. There was the burgers, the fries, the drinks, and 1 fucking pepper packet. Not even a handful. 1. I went on the app and reported 88 missing items.
Oh God. That's hilarious.
It took half an hour to mark each one, but I did it. Fast forward 2 weeks later, DoorDash put a limit of 2 salt and pepper packets. Also, apparently, drivers get in trouble for missing items, so I guess I'm an asshole, but fuck them.
Probably got canned.
Dude, lockdown was wild.
Yeah. It was a different time.
Everyone for themselves.
Yeah.
He would have at least grabbed a few, you know? Or he should have at least.
Yeah.
Love you guys. Give me a big, thick, sexy honk if you can't. A thick one. You sound like Tim Allen.
No. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Because this is pretty thin.
That's very thin. What's a girthy one do?
That's more like a male fucking orgasm
Yeah, it's
honk.
a fucking. That's a woolly mammoth
Yeah.
honk.
That's a serious goose.
That's Tim Allen again. Who knew that a thick, sexy honk sounded like a fucking Tim Allen?
Well, he is a man.
He is. What?
He works with tools.
Yes, I know.
He's not just a human male. He's a man.
Hey, man. John, Pennsylvania. That's funny. I'm glad you went through it. You're like, fucking, no pepper. That's why I did it. I can't go to the store. My mask is broken.
Yeah, they usually
I got so much time in my hands.
they at least usually just grab
Yeah.
a couple and
Yep.
toss it in there. Like even at the drive-through, you want any ketchup? They're like, yeah, and they grab out of the thing.
Sometimes
They
too
don't just
many.
be like-
Sometimes the right amount. Sometimes they give you one. You're like, I got 6 kids in here. When Taco Bell forgets your sauce on a fucking delivery item,
What's the point of Taco Bell at that
it
point?
makes me want to go and burn the place
I've never
down.
worked fast food, but you know, when I don't get something, I'm like, truly, how hard is it? I mean, maybe it's really hard.
Could be.
It'd be
Or
pretty
also they
stressful in
really
there.
don't fucking care.
Yeah,
It's one or the other.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think
Or
that's what
both.
it is.
Yeah, a little bit of both. Someone cares, and then some people just don't fucking care at all. Let's get the show rolling. Zach!
Hey, shut up. Start the show already.
Okay.
Ooh, kicking
So
in with some
Yeah.
beats.
Now, I don't remember who sent this in, and it was half of this Would You Rather, but I remember it just from reading the email many, many moons ago. And I've brought it up on car rides. I'm like, well, what if you had to do this? But I couldn't. I was going back through the emails, combing it through, and I just couldn't find it. So if that was you, I'm sorry. Would you rather have a windshield that would randomly disappear once a week while you're driving, or have to stop and offer to help every single car that's pulled over on the road?
Oh, God.
He still got the horn.
Having just had to stop with my RV the other day.
Yeah.
I mean, multiple people stopped. They were all North Idaho. You know, like say what you will about North Idaho. There's some racists and
Yeah.
Ku Klux members and stuff.
Those are everywhere.
But they could be nice people too. I'm not saying that these weren't Klan members. They could be,
Yeah, there's
But-
a lot of nice people.
but
Yeah.
they stopped and offered to help. Mm-hmm. Maybe he's got a sheet hanging in his closet, but I don't know.
I don't know. Right now I need a tire change.
Yeah.
So
And he was willing to help. Well, we were white, so
got 1 point, Ku Klux Klan.
yeah. My wife's brown. So
True.
I can make that joke.
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
I don't know. You just went on a tangent about North Idaho. Like they like 30 miles away in Spokane,
Yeah.
Washington.
I mean, I was giving it a compliment.
like, I know, kind of.
I said they were nice.
And then what'd you say?
I said there are racist people. That's just a fact.
Yeah. I mean, if you didn't apply it to just North Idaho.
Well, no, the leader of the
Used to.
Aryan Nation used to live there.
But you know what happened?
Yeah, they kicked him out. Yeah.
You skipped that part.
Well, okay.
Say what you will.
Does that
no,
mean...
you opened it with say what you will.
Yeah, because you think all the people that, just because that guy left, those people are like, oh yeah, I'm not racist anymore.
You think they didn't don't spread more than 30 miles away?
Right. That's what I'm...
So Spokane, no races.
Oh, there's plenty of
Got
here.
it?
Yeah.
Okay. You see what I'm saying?
I
you're
get
sorry.
it, but people are, North Idaho's, it's... Come on. Just because you're from Idaho doesn't mean you need to...
You're not
defend
wrong.
it.
I'm just being funny. Okay, so it was, would you rather have your windshield randomly disappear once a week while you're driving? Which is, what a fucking fear. Like, you get up in the morning, it's an
I
early...
rode a motorcycle for a couple of years, so...
Right. Well, then, sure. So, you wake up, it's an early morning, you're like, bye. Give your wife a kiss, get dressed, and then get in your car and you have to put on fucking ski goggles just in case your windshield disappears. You're on a family road trip going fucking 75. And you're like, and like everyone's just so tense sitting there. Your whole family has ski goggles on. You have paperweights on everything. And it just goes, hold on!
Here we go!
Oh, shit!
We trained for this!
And everyone's just like, everyone's cheeks, I can't, but Dad, I know, I'm sorry. And I don't know how long it's there.
The kids are coloring in the back.
And their crayons just get pinned to the back. Like, it's one thing to have the window down and it's windy.
Yeah.
Windshield gone. That's a fucking gale force wind.
Yeah.
And terrifying.
Well, it would probably be even worse because the air's being diverted into a space. Mm-hmm. So it'd feel
It
even
would just
worse.
pocket up and bounce around.
Yeah.
Your car would probably start swerving around.
Oh, yeah.
Gas mileage would be terrible.
I mean, imagine, when you're going down if you ever go down the freeway and you're doing that little thing with your arm and your hand where you're like, woo, woo.
And it throws it.
Yeah. So,
Now take your windshield out.
Yeah. That's your face doing that now.
Eat the bugs.
Yes, it'd be, getting hit in the face with bugs.
Yeah. Driving through like an area where there's cornfields and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Locust.
Yeah. Splat.
Grasshopper.
I mean, look at the grill of your car when you drive.
Mm-hmm.
Now that's your face.
And it says it disappears just once a week. Nothing in here about how long your windshield disappears. I'm going to go with until you maybe just pull over. But it's going to be a terrifying fucking 10 seconds. And it's going to fuck your day up. Like you couldn't keep anything in your car.
No.
Nothing could be in your car. It's going to just fucking evaporate.
Your dog would be loving it, though.
Dude, he just
tongue out.
He's on. You get off the fucking dashboard. Mm-hmm. He's just disappear. Windshield. I love it.
Do you remember in Apollo 13 when they have to do the burn because they're trying to line up with the moon, or was it trying to line up with Earth? Trying to get back to Earth, and they do the burn, and they're like trying to steer it and get it all in the window. That's what I. Like that intensity going from nothing to intense to nothing again is what I picture. So you're just driving along and it just disappears. I was like straight in. You're like, oh fuck, here we go.
Yeah, exactly.
And then maybe it's 30 seconds long. Everyone's freaking out, and then the windows just boop back.
Yeah, you slam the brakes on. He goes, bink, makes like a little ding, and just reappears.
And you're like, everybody good?
Everybody good?
Kid's hair's up like this.
Yeah. Fucking crayons are broken. Yeah, and you're like, okay, and just put it down in the drive and take off again.
Here we go. You're heading to Disneyland, back on the road to Disney.
Yeah, once a week. God, and as those days shrunk because it's randomly, you have a big trip planned.
That's the
And
thing.
you're like, God, I hope this happens on a Tuesday because I got a big weekend coming up.
Well, it's almost like you can't make plans until
your windshield's out of the way.
Yeah, the windshield. It was like on the way home from work, my windshield disappeared. So book it now.
Let's go.
Book
Disneyland. Let's roll. Move.
tomorrow.
Tomorrow. We have to go tomorrow. I got so much PTO.
Imagine in an airplane if that happened.
Well, yeah, fucking just evaporate. Just like, man,
36,000 feet.
Speaking. You're safe to use your
over the microphone.
It would
it's just
sound
going,
the same.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh shit, looks like the windshield's disappeared. But it's like, he just has it in here. It's just like,
if you look out the left window, you'll see my hat that just flew off my forehead.
And in the right window, you'll see the co-pilot who used to be
The
here.
cokehead?
You'll see a cokehead. The what? You'll see the co-pilot that used to be here, but now he is smeared along the side of the aircraft.
That really happened, didn't it?
Yeah, there's a video going around right now. I don't know how old it is, but the side of the plane just kind of came off in the midst of the flight, and everybody's just flying there without going out the window, obviously.
I was thinking about something else.
Wow.
Back in, I think it was
I know what you're talking about.
70s or the 80s.
Oh, the guy that flopped out of
the guy, he was out on the out of the window like this.
Yeah, and he's had a bunch of burns on him, but they held him in the aircraft.
Yeah.
What a fucking disaster.
No thanks.
Can you imagine just you're I got his legs.
I'm cold.
It's like the wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube man just out on the front. On the intergalactic proton powered electrical tentacled advertising droids.
Everyone in the first class seats like, God, that thumping's annoying. And it's just the fucking pilot bouncing his head off the top of the aircraft.
Waiting on my creme brulee.
We're going to get that apple salad. Yes, one moment. The pilot is bouncing his head off the top of the airplane.
Oh, what's that noise? Oh, we don't have a pilot. He's
well, we have kind of a pilot.
He's stuck to the side of the.
His shoes are inside. That's
what
all.
Would you? What if someone said that? If the let's say the flight attendants come out and like, hi, we can't make an announcement because the cockpit's too loud.
Yeah. Oh, what do you mean?
Well,
is there a party or something? Well, I mean, kinda.
Yeah.
He's dancing.
Yeah, he is.
He's doing the worm.
Yeah.
He's doing he is doing the fastest worm I've ever seen, but no, it's an emergency. Why, is he too good at it? No, he's dying.
He can't breathe.
He can't breathe, and he's got frostbite all over his body.
On account of being not in the cockpit.
Here's your salad. Okay, that or having to stop and offer to help everybody. How fucking annoying.
That would be annoying.
That'd be terrible.
Because there's a lot, like just driving the freeway to Coeur d'Alene here.
Yeah, road trips are out. Like, just any trip anywhere. And you have to. If you just are very homebody and you're going to see, but you still have to stop, and then you don't know who the fuck you're stopping and helping. Mm-hmm. And I think that you have to really offer. You have to really be in. You can't just do a drive-by Doppler effect.
Mm-hmm.
Do you need help?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that is technically offering to help. But you just keep going, like, what a dick. Do you need any help? Yeah. And you're...
that sucks.
Oh, lame. Just try.
You need some help? Yep, I figured you did.
I figured you did.
Well, hopefully you get it.
Remember, Lord helps those that help themselves.
That's right. Anything's possible through Christ.
Through Christ. See ya. Peace. I mean, still annoying.
Yeah.
Because you're like, here's another one.
Yeah.
Do you use the Waze app when you drive?
What?
Or do you use Google or Waze? You ever use Waze?
Waze?
It's an app. So it has has a user interface where people can mark stuff on the drive, like cops and objects on the road and vehicles that are pulled over. And then as you go through, you confirm if those are there or not. And then enough people go through and enough people use the app that it'll like say yes or no and turn it on and off. But it tells you where police are parked and stuff like that.
I didn't know that.
Well, there you go.
Existed.
Yep, use that next time. So that you would know it was coming up if you use Waze. You'd be like, fuck, here we go. But if you really had to pull over and help, and they're like, I thank you so much, you're a savior, and you're like,
you're changing tires on a semi truck.
Yeah, anything that's just fucking pulled over, you got to be there. Got to be there to help them. And really put it in. And that could turn a road trip to Seattle or picture a town wherever you're from that's, 4 hours away. But you just got to get there. And you got a bunch of kids, so flying over is too expensive. You just got to go on a road trip. On that road trip, could potentially take you 10 fucking days.
With
all the help you're doing.
You're like, if you like when we plan it, we're like, well, if we're going to drive to Seattle, it's 4.5, 5 hours. Mm-hmm. If we're reasonable, like stop a couple times to pee.
That's what kiddos. If it's just 2 adults, you can get there in 4.
Yeah. So, I mean, that changes a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
Because...
And your kids are fucking whining.
Ugh.
While you're helping some stranger you didn't even want to help.
I don't want this either, believe me.
Yeah.
Just watch your fucking tablet.
Windshield disappearing. There are some danger risks, annoy factor of having to fucking pull over and help people. They're like, I ran out of gas. And you have to be like, okay, I'll go to the nearest town and grab it for you. And you say it like that.
Okay, fine. Fuck.
You walk up and you're just like, you're exhausted. You've already helped 15 cars.
Yeah, that's the thing.
By the time you get there and you're like, you need any fucking help or whatever. They're like, oh my God, you're a savior.
You're like a
Yeah,
AAA guy at this point.
Yeah. Fuck, I'm AAA Brian. So what's wrong here? Well, all my tires blew up. Great. I'll be right back. Fuck. You are so nice. Thank you. You're a blessing. You got it. Fuck.
Think of all the shit. Like,
You're walking away. Just fuck.
Dude, you'd pull like a utility trailer full of gas
spare
cans
parts.
and
Good-
tires.
Good twist.
You'd have to. Otherwise, you got to drive out of the way. You're like, we got a blown inline spec
whole
in the
motor's
rotary
gone.
girl. You're like,
Is that an 86?
all right, let me check, see what I got.
The whole motor's fucking exploded. I know. Is that an 86? Yeah, I got
All right,
you.
let me check something.
Just fucking, you have a crane to pick up the motor and set it in. You're like, all right, 1 second. Yeah, you got it. You're good.
What do we do with the old motor?
Ah,
Throw it in the
just throw it over the guardrail
yeah.
because you can pick
Over
it up
the
that
bridge?
easy. Yeah.
Well, you have the crane.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay.
You just dump it in the river.
Just put it in their trunk,
Yeah.
and they're gone now, so you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah. Well,
Won't that blow up my tires? It will, but as long as just don't drive till I'm out of the rearview
you're like,
mirror.
I did my obligation. I
Yeah.
got you back on the road. So now it's up to you.
And don't speed. I'm going
Unless
70. If you go, you have to threaten them if they pass you.
If I pass you, things are going to
If you pass me, I swear to God, I'm going 70. If you don't go fucking 69, I'm going to fucking find you and I'm going to kill you. Have a good day.
Yeah, because imagine if you put the
Enjoy your
engine
new
in the
motor.
trunk and it fucking rear tires blow out
Right.
and you have to stop and help them again.
Okay. I'm picking windshield going
Me too.
out.
Same.
It's going to be a risk and it's not going to be fun. You have a bad day at work and you're like, what could possibly go wrong? Just on a drive home going 45 and the windshield disappears. Fucking shoots your briefcase out. You're just like, of course.
I think you would just come up, you would just have a plan.
Yeah,
And
but
you
I mean,
just-
yeah, you have to risk it. No
Yeah.
road trips unless it goes out that week. So I'm picking windshield.
Samesies.
All right, sounds like Zach saying, next one, Zach, go!
Hey,
Hey, what's up, babe?
what are you thinking about?
Nothing. Actually, you know what? I'm thinking about a lot of shit.
What are you thinking about?
I think we've touched on something similar to this, but just recently, Cassie and I got the backyard done. Got it redone. So over time, it just turned into a fucking weed party. Not the good kind of weed party.
Yeah, the noxious.
Not like last week's episode weed party.
Got
Like
it.
obnoxious weed party. Overtook everything. We've already cleared out the garden and all that kind of shit. But there was just no way to do it. We were looking at it. We sprayed it. We picked out, I don't even know, an entire trash can of fucking weeds. And we were like, it's one of those where you're like, whew, and you rub your brow and you look down. Then you realize you've cleared 5 square feet. And you filled up a whole trash can of weed.
How am I going to use this?
Oh, God.
Do you take gas cards full of
You're bending down
weeds
in the yard and you're like swiping your gas card through the weeds.
Why isn't it working? Technology fucking sucks, dude.
I'll never get it.
God.
But we cleared it and we're
never
like,
get it.
we just gotta start over.
I miss the old ways.
You knew the weeds in the grass are gonna take your gas card.
That's right.
Good. What happened in this country? And so we just gutted it and hired a guy to come cut all the grass out.
You just hired him to come.
And listen, if I'm gonna be doing this, I want someone jerking off while they watch.
You got the birdhouse.
Yeah, he's just over there fucking sitting on the deck. He's like, "You're good at it," and you're like, "Thanks,
Yeah,
Thanks,
this
dude.
is what you wanted.
this is what you wanted."
This is what you paid me for.
We're like, "Yeah, kind of," but
I didn't pay you to talk.
there was
There was nothing in the contract about you talking.
You said $10 if you want a good conversation, and I did not.
Yeah,
check
I didn't
that
check
box.
that box.
So just jerk
That
off
was
on
an
my
add-on.
Yeah, just jerk off on the deck and shut up. That's all I need from you. So he showed up, cut it out, and we weren't in town and we showed up when he was like wrapping things up. But it was get everything out, lay sod, blah, 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 blah. And he did all that. And it was like, because the way it looked before was fucking shit. Like there was enough weeds that it looked like grass. You've seen a lawn that looks like that kind of gets
green,
that stage,
sort of.
Yeah,
Yeah, but they're green
and if
weeds.
if you mow it, and you're like, damn, is that a nice lawn? You go over there, you're like, no,
crabgrass.
no,
That's
just
all
a
it is.
disaster.
Dandelions and crabgrass.
But he laid it all in there, and we went out to the next
they
day.
ripped up the old lawn and put in
and then
laid
put in
sod.
new sod.
Okay.
So it was all dirt at one point.
Got it.
We just weren't in town for it, and then they put down sod. And it was fine, whatever. And then we were like, well, we want to put the fire pit in. So Cassie and I ran to the store, got all the fire pit shit, and we were out there laying it in. And we started like looking around, and I'm just like, what the fuck is he doing? And she's like, what do you mean? I was like, look at this. And I pointed, and like, you look at it from a certain angle, and he had it all, like the grass was all gone. So you're paying this guy thousands of dollars. And it just goes in a huge hump. And I'm not even kidding. It probably went up a foot in this spot and then just went back down.
Like an air bubble?
Yeah, I'm sure. I wish it was air. I just could have popped it. And I'm just like, God damn it, dude. So we're doing that. And I'm like, we can't just leave it. You don't want the sod to start attaching because we're watering it. So here we are, after paying someone else thousands of dollars, pulling the sod rolls back out and leveling out this dirt. We took out...
Oh, so the bump was in the dirt, not like
underneath.
It wasn't bumped up. The sod wasn't.
Well, the sod was bumped up because the dirt underneath was bumped up.
Right, but it wasn't like full, like not laid out straight. That's what I was picturing.
Yeah, that too.
Okay.
And then certain corners of the yard that we just didn't check. Like as you start really doing it, it was just like 2-3 inches away from meeting the edge of the lawn, and you're like, "Cool, dude, that's really cool."
That's a big gap.
Dude, what are you fucking doing? And so we're leveling that out, and then you level that out, and you look around and see other spots, and like, so now we're spending hours out there fucking shoveling the dirt out after you pay someone to shovel the dirt out.
So you just paid him to deliver it.
We paid him to basically just be like, here, if you guys need a workout today picking up sod, you're welcome. He moonlights as a gym personal a personal fitness trainer. Like, I don't get it. I just don't get that thing. And it reminded me of like another thought that I've had about like hotels. And I get the difference between the two. Oh, and before I move on, this particular situation, he was out there taking pictures. Like, so we laid all the, and I don't know, he just like, I can get a new angle because you can see where I just cut all the corners and moved around the lawn to like make his shitty job look good.
So was he trying to have like a cover of his website, like this is how good it looks, or is he taking it?
I'm sure,
and then using that in propaganda as saying,
no,
this is what not to do. So come hire me.
Yeah,
even though he's the guy that does the shitty job.
Yeah, he's the one that does. He's like, you want this your lawn to look this fucking terrible? Hire me. But yeah, so he's just getting whatever photos. I'm sure it was just you work on a project long enough, you want to have some photos of your work and all that kind of stuff.
Your portfolio.
And it's fine in some places. And then other places, like, dude, you had it all out of the way. At that moment, get a fucking rake. We have a fucking rake. If you like,
started laying it while there were mounds
big bumps
in the
and
dirt?
mounds in it, yeah. Just didn't level it.
Well, where did the mound come from?
It was there before, because the shitty fucking lawn.
Okay.
But we're paying for a new lawn.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like it was cheap. It wasn't like, I'll do it for $50.
Yeah.
And if that were the case, like, yeah, don't level.
Yeah.
No, I get it. I got it after
I
you're
didn't
gone.
pay you to level. I paid you to lay.
I paid you to just do something.
Paid you to get it here and lay it down.
But it was a job, and he just fucking didn't really do it. But it reminded me of like hotel showers.
Ugh.
I don't know what that is, but I don't even know. Like, you stay at the nicest hotels, and for whatever reason, you've come across that shower thing, and it's like, hey, you got the little turn nozzle, and you go to grab it, and then the pipe coming out of the wall is like, like just like shakes around, and you're like, dude, this room's fucking $600 a fucking night.
They put all the effort into the bed.
In the
and
lobby,
the TV.
in the lobby you walk into. You're like, this is a really pretty lobby. Maybe you guys should quit putting stuff in here and fix the fucking shower.
There's always way too many couches and chairs in a lobby. No one's ever hanging out in there.
Like, you walk in, you're like, oh, thank God. He goes,
no one's ever sitting in there.
no. I mean, unless there's a huge line, and that says more about your other problem.
Right.
Yeah.
You need better workers at the front.
Sure.
Front desk people.
But it's always the fucking shower, whether it's the little knobby things or like the sliding glass door. I've come across this many times where you slide it and then you let go of it and then it just slides back shut. Or it slides open. I've had that too.
That's worse.
Yeah, you close it and you're like, you get in, you start taking a shower and you turn around and you're
It's
like,
open.
You're like, fuck, did I not close this? And you close it again and you let go and it just goes,
that ghost is really trying to see this dick.
yeah, just opens 1/3 of the way. And you're like, what the? So everyone building it was like, nah, fine. Next room. And they just go over there and just, like, it's like they're using like a fucking cannon to install everything.
Well, you've got 1,000 rooms. You can't.
I get it. I get what you're saying, Brian.
But maybe they should have spent a little extra time in the
I mean, how much more time would it be to just be like,
I don't know.
this level?
I've never fixed
anything. Have you ever fixed anything?
Yeah, a couple of things. Couple of things around the house.
No, the difference between putting a level up there and then being like, oh, it's level, and then not doing that is like 5 seconds. And I get that the ground moves and things change. Like the structure is going to change.
Maybe the building's not structurally sound.
That's exactly what I'm saying. And I know that the earth moves, and it could be like it was flat at one point, and now it's not flat. But I'm telling you, give me one day, and you could go right on through there and be like, boop, and like fix all that shit. And they just don't do it.
Well, because, I mean, what's the point?
I don't know. Tell that to the fucking landscape guy.
Did you call and complain?
What? No, not going to help.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
because you're a fucking clown if you do.
Yeah, that's the point.
Like, I love the free lobster dinner, but you hear this? You start bouncing around the metal fucking tube. The fuck is this? Well, I'm sorry. Did you still get a shower? Yes. Then you don't get a refund. Bye.
The one that I stayed in, the pretty recent, was the same thing. Walk in, the lobby's like, ooh, this is nice. You get into you open the door and everything's modern. You're like, fuck. We paid
Motel
what for this? This is crazy,
Motel
dude. Like, this is
really
great.
Yeah.
Motel 6.
Oh, sorry.
Super 8.
Super 6.
So,
Super
and like, this
Motel
is
86.
fantastic. And then it came to take a shower, and they had those the soap dispensers in there that you push the button. I just assumed that they would clear those out and put it in new bottles or whatever, the squeeze bottles. They didn't. And it was like, you know, when you push something and then it dries and it comes to a little tip, like a hard tip. All of them were like that. Yeah. So it was just like, if you push the soap, it's running through the crusty tip, and there's like dirt around there. Like, what the fuck?
You got all your cleaning supplies right here. Clean it. Yeah, I know. It sounds petty, but it just reminds me of that same shit. Of like, you're getting hired to do a job. It really, when you have it in a place where it's the easiest to level the yard, when all the fucking grass is out of the way.
All you got to do is take a metal
rake. That's what we did. Metal rake and shovel.
Yeah.
And you just push it around and you level it out, and then over here it's low, and but it's like, when you have it at the point to do that, instead of just being like, nope, not today, just go fucking do it. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, there are some people.
He wasn't giving us a deal.
There are guys that I've met that they just like, they don't, like, it doesn't register in their brain that something's wrong. And you just see them go about their day, and you're like, what the fuck is that guy thinking? Like, so maybe, it's just like, what?
Maybe he's just one of those guys.
I think he must be. If he's out there taking pictures of it, then he just doesn't get it.
And the way he adjusted sprinklers and shit, and I just went and adjusted them back. I did. I spent like fucking yesterday turning the fucking sprinklers on.
And it's not like you have high expectations. No, you just wanted it to work.
Right. And he's like, well, this one, I did this, I turned it over there. I'm like, okay. And I watched the sprinklers turn on. I'm like, well, where you turned it away from needs a lot of water.
Yeah, it's just water in the house.
You're watering this side of the yard that gets a lot of water, and then where it was going has no water. So now I'm going to do a sprinkler thing, Ezra taught me, and I had to just fucking change everything. And the sprinklers that he put in are like fucking, like they're sideways, so it's like shooting way up in the sky on one side and then right into the ground on the other.
Oh, did you put in underground sprinklers?
Well, we had them, but then when he replaced everything, he just didn't straighten them out. So then I had to go straighten them out.
Knocked them around.
I don't fucking know. Yeah, he's like, he's like bends the pipe backwards, and he's like, great, thumbs up.
No, but there are those guys that they do that. Like, when I was driving tractor, you know, it's like one of the mechanics we had. he was one of those guys who was just oblivious. He would take like a fucking, not a mallet, like a rubber mallet, but like a hammer, and he's just smacking things. And like, dude, if you're gonna hit it, use a rubber mallet so you're not destroying the thing that you're trying to fix. And he's just like, yeah, he's just talking about shit. Like, I'll tell you who did 9/11. Just like, fuck.
You're like, God damn. He's like, yep, should be out riding dicks. You're lucky you caught me. Bang! Bang! All right, Rick. Jeez.
Fucking Christ, dude.
No, just yesterday I was chasing deer. Bang! Lighting ditch. Bah! Fucking bolts are flying out. He's like, start it up. No. No, how about you go chase deer? Get on out of here.
That's those guys. They're very simple-minded. They're very just like...
Yeah, I get you. Anyway, so the yard looks pretty good, though, now. All right.
Good job.
Thanks, dude. Some dick stuff?
Yeah, let's do it.
Dick! Put it in!
Is it dumb? Is it interesting? Is it cool? Then it's dick.
Dick. Would you like to take the first one?
I'll take this first dick.
My goose cushion is sliding off my stool. That's a sentence you don't hear very often.
I can't. I had to take mine out. I kept sliding off. But now my butt hurts.
Oh.
So it's the trade-off. All right.
Your mom's a trade-off.
Man coughed and sneezed during breakfast at U.S. diner. Then his colon fell out.
Surprise!
Oh, that's funny. I don't know what that word is. Dehiscence?
Yeah, that works.
Dehiscence?
Yeah.
The reopening of a surgical wound is reportedly a rare occurrence and happens in 3 out of 100 people who undergo abdominal and pelvic surgeries. The occurrence is believed to be more common in elderly patients.
You don't say.
That makes sense.
They say it's a rare occurrence, and then they give me a number like 3 out of 100.
That's what I was thinking too.
I'm like, not that rare.
3 out of 1,000,000, it seems rare. I was 3 out of 100?
Listen, the likelihood of you winning the lottery is 3 out of 100 tickets. Not very good. I'm like, give me all of them.
Yeah.
It's like, no, that's not rare.
No.
It's pretty up there. 3%.
And I have to imagine there are a lot of abdominal surgeries.
Yeah.
Pelvic surgeries.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. Go for it.
The man remained in the hospital for 6 days, after which he was discharged when he reportedly recovered without any complications. Good for him. A 60-year-old man sneezed and coughed at the same time while eating breakfast at a U.S. diner, only to find his colon had fallen out of his body.
Okay, now I know you, and I know that you haven't read this article. Where do you think the colon fell out? Okay, now keep reading.
Do you want me to answer?
No.
Okay. The man who was with his wife was at a Florida restaurant.
Fucking Florida!
Yeah, it's always Florida.
If it's not this, you're fucking shitting your colon out of your body.
Felt a wet sensation after which came a... Jesus Christ!
You're killing it.
After which came a sharp pain.
Should have got high, nerd.
Well, it's how you said that. It's like I read it fine. It was just how you...
Huh?
After which, you know, like after which came a sharp pain. The man had recently undergone abdominal surgery, with the doctors assuring him the incision had healed, but when he lifted up his shirt, he saw several inches of his colon coming out of the surgical wound. That would be...
Can you imagine just enjoying some food and you sneeze, cough your colon out of your stomach?
I was trying to take a screenshot.
Yeah. Like, and I know it said at like abdominal surgery, but even though that said that a bunch, for whatever reason, I thought they maybe did a surgery and then his colon was still going to come out of his ass. I don't know why I thought that. It was like, okay, no, maybe they cut some stuff and loosened it up or whatever they had to do. But the idea that you are just like, no, I hear you. So what did Deborah do at work? And you're like cutting a sausage, and you're like, and your fucking colon's like, and now it's sitting in your shirt. And you're like,
wait, in your shirt?
Yeah, it came out of his stomach.
Oh, I thought it came out of his ass.
That's what I'm saying! Brian, are you high? I just got done saying that exact thing!
No, you didn't. You said where, you asked me where it came out, and I said, do you want me to answer? You said no.
But then I just got done telling you the exact story about how I thought it came out of his ass, but it came out of his stomach, as they just said.
I didn't hear that.
Oh, my God.
Did he say that?
I don't remember either.
So I don't think you did. Can we play with the tape back?
Rewind.
I'm pretty sure you didn't.
Okay, let me tell the story again. Can you imagine sitting there cutting a sausage?
Yeah, I heard this part.
Okay. And then the other part where I said, I don't know if they went into his stomach and cut things up that would have made his colon come out of his ass. That's what I thought. That it came out of his ass.
You said it was going to come out of his ass anyway.
No, I didn't. I just said, where do you think it came out of?
Does Coop have to quit basketball?
Huh?
Nothing.
No, I just asked, where do you think it came out of? And you were guessing asshole.
I was guessing asshole.
Yes, even though it said abdominal surgery.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I said, I don't know if they went in there and cut things apart, which would have loosened things up so he could cough, sneeze his colon out of his ass.
I didn't.
But what happened in what you just read is that he cough sneezed and it fucking shot out of the stomach scar. So he's sitting there eating and just goes, and he goes, and gets his fucking asshole shoots out into his shirt.
What?
Yes! I'm sad that I just had to say that twice. Even after setting it up I just set up the exact thing, Brian!
You didn't set it up the way you just set it up again. I promise you didn't.
Stenographer.
All right.
Oh,
it doesn't matter. Why are we arguing over this?
We're not. I'm just being.
We should be talking about the guy's colon.
He's fine. Go ahead.
I'm trying to. I was trying to think of picture something like you're eating. You're cutting up sausage, and then your colon's in your lap, and you're like,
yeah,
like a
dessert.
Yeah, like throw like a chorizo con papas y huevo.
Yeah, do you have any tapatio? Yeah, and you just like lift your shirt up and pull it up, like start putting on your fucking colon.
Huh?
I mean,
tapatio on the colon.
What would hurt worse, tapatio on your colon inside your shirt that you just sneeze coughed out of your fucking abdominal wound? Okay, keep going.
I don't know if I can.
You can.
An ambulance was summoned and paramedics, when they arrived, found a 3-inch opening with large amounts of bowel visible through.
What?
Luckily, the blood loss was minimal and there was no damage to the exposed organ. Once he was taken to the hospital, surgeons put his bowel back into his abdomen.
Just put it back in and sealed it back up.
Whenever they use language like that, it's just like, oh, they just... put his bowel back in. Like, what
day.
It was in his lap.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, they showed up and they put his bowel back where it belongs.
Mm-hmm. And imagine talking to your wife and you're just like, and then you're like, oh. And she's like, what happened? You're like, oh,
bowels
geez.
out again.
You're like, I don't know. My colon's in my, just came outside my stomach. And she's like, anyway. So yeah, the copy machine didn't work at
I'm
work
trying
today.
to eat here.
You're always trying to make it about you. What? No.
Can we just talk about me for 5 minutes?
The copy machine didn't work. Mm-hmm. And you're like,
Janet was all over my ass.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't getting the copies out.
Well, speaking of things that are all over your ass, my ass is all over my own stomach. And we need to get out of here. They have the same Grand Slam deal tomorrow. I need to get my asshole back inside my stomach.
No, are you out of your mind? I love how...
she's like, no, it's not. And you're like, look. And you stand up. Fuck, everyone starts throwing up around you.
Oh.
Like a scene out of Alien.
Yeah. Imagine you leaving and then you the next round of crop of people come into the place and like, table for 4, and like, yeah, 1 minute, we're cleaning up this table.
This guy,
it's like, how long does it take to clean up a table? Oh,
you're not going to believe this.
Yeah,
I can believe this. And it wasn't because of the Grand Slam special, yeah. But this guy cough sneezed his asshole out of his stomach. Huh?
What?
Sunny side.
You did what now?
Us in the biz, we call it sunny side up, or dark side up.
Dark side of the moon.
I just can't imagine that happening. Anyway, they fixed him up and everything was fine. He's lucky he didn't bleed, but that'll happen, and then they will have a bunch of bleeding, and that's a bigger problem. But this guy apparently just got it sewed up, and so he's going to move on with his life.
Like, it's fine as long as you don't bleed out. Mm-hmm. Like, it's fine if your asshole is in your lap, but as long as you don't bleed out, it's cool.
Yeah, they'll just put it back in there. I mean, there's really just there's not a whole lot in between.
I just picture like there's this Remember that skit on Tim and Eric when he's doing the surgery and he's pulling all his guts out? And everything? He's like, oh, move that over there. That's what I'm picturing, like just jamming it back in there.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's where that went.
They're like, do we have any reference pictures? It's like, I don't know, all the other surgeries you've done?
You should always take reference
Yeah,
pictures.
he's like, putting it in there, leaving mounds in it. He's like, nah, sir, isn't this a good time to clear out all the other stuff? And he's like, no, I used to work in landscaping. I know what I'm doing. He's like, you just shove it on top and it's going to be fine.
Wow, there's a bump coming out of it. It's fine.
It's
Just
fine. Not
smooth
my
it.
problem. Not my problem.
Somebody else will smooth it out.
We could easily fix it right now. Nah, they'll just fix it later. Not my
Oh,
problem.
could you imagine that though? You do all that and you sew the guy up and they're like, oh, we forgot something. And for the doctor to be like, oh, God, I don't want to, like if you have to go back and pick something up or clean it, you're like, oh, I'll just get it next time.
Like putting together a piece of furniture and you're like,
Fuck, you got to unscrew all this shit again.
some step in 3 and you're on 46
I've done that.
and you put it in upside down. I know.
Now imagine that, but with surgery. We're like, fuck, I got to take these staples out. You got to pull out his colon again.
He's not going to like that. He's going to be so bummed. All right, okay, let's move on to our next story. We got 2 more to get to. I didn't know. I mean, we've all heard of this situation in one sense or another.
Has this ever happened to you? Your colon's in your lap.
In your stomach. It's in your shirt. Help!
Help!
Airbnb renters refuse to leave, put up no trespassing sign on North Carolina woman's property.
Okay.
Okay, so you're like, how did they pull this off? And I'm going to tell you
law.
here. Yes. Can you? Okay.
It's been happening in Seattle.
I know. A months-long Airbnb rental has become a nightmare for a North Carolina host. The single parent in the triangle is out of money and is now having to fight to get her property back. That sentence right there, if you don't live in Durham, North Carolina,
so confusing.
A single parent in the triangle, get out. Just get out of the shape.
Yeah.
Go ahead and get on out of the triangle.
Why isn't she in a circle?
Just get out of there. It's a shape. Leave.
It's a weird shape of a house.
Now they're refusing to leave until there's an eviction order. I think they're just trying to gain time to stay there for free because they haven't paid, what the woman said. It all started when Ramen's, not the noodles, most recent Airbnb guest made a long-term rental reservation through the Airbnb. They checked in on October 25th with a checkout date of May 24th.
Whoa.
So again, if you have an Airbnb, if someone's doing months straight of a fucking rental, might be a red flag. I can't imagine staying in an Airbnb for fucking that long.
Also, though,
And you're like, you got it without taking payment immediately?
Yeah. Because you would be like, wow, I don't have to rent anything for till next summer. Sweet.
Sweet. Give me the money. So you got to get that money up front. So when Ramen's cleaning lady went to clean the rental, the renters were still
What
there.
a noodle, dude.
They answered the door and said, nope, we haven't moved out. She said, should I come tomorrow? And they said, nope, don't come back.
Oh, my God.
Ramen then went to the rental with the police, and the renters promised the police officer they would leave first thing in the morning. The next morning, the rentals were still there. Or the renters were still there. Can you imagine?
still
Like,
not
yep, you
gone.
got it. We'll leave in the morning. Okay, you promise? Nope. And they just shut the door, and he's like, sorry. They said no. So instead, a handwritten no trespassing sign was on the front door, they stated. We will vacate the property when you filed the proper paperwork with civil magistrate for an eviction, for we are legal residents of this home.
That's crazy.
I know. So again, taking advantage of the law. So Ramen tried to contact Airbnb for help as they already had another long-term renter booked through Airbnb. And it was just them again with a different name. It'd be like if
Comes
I
back with a mustache.
I rented it from October 25th until May under Joe Paisley, and then from May 25th until the end of the summer, it was Joel Parsley.
No, it's like Mo Schmaisley.
not Joe Paisley. Poe Jaisley. She's like, how did I miss that?
Wow, I'm just so excited. We have
I was like, what are the
two
chances?
people. We have what are the chances that we'd have 2 different people take the whole year up? This is great.
One Joe Paisley and one Poe Jaisley. That's a weird coincidence in itself, but I'm set. I'm rich. God. It's just so sad. So contacted Airbnb. They're like, no, of course they're not helpful. But what are they going to do? They're not the fucking cops. They just help you get your your property listed. They're sending me messages as please get help for your safety and get whatever legal help you have to get them out. But anyway, yeah, there's a law that over the course of time, the longer you stay there, the more rights you have to the property.
It's the person's house.
I know. It's so fucked up. And then you flip it. So I feel bad for Mrs. Noodles. But the renter is like, you have to be, what is your brain? What fuck you.
Yeah.
You're just like, nope. Yeah, we'll leave first thing in the morning.
Imagine someone walking up to you and taking your computer and like using it and they're like, give me my computer back. He's like, no, it's mine now. Mm-hmm. And not like running off with it, just keeping it. Like, that's mine. No, it's mine now. I'm using it. Yeah. I've been using it for 10 minutes. It's mine now. No, that's my fucking thing. No, it's mine now.
I don't know. Under Spokane law,
section 36,
section computer owner ABC.
This is mine now.
This is mine now. Okay.
And then the cops show up. No, I mean, according to that rule, it's theirs now. Anyway, what would you do? You'd feel so alone.
Anyway, where'd you get this meth in your pocket? Yeah. Just like plants meth. Like, you fucking get arrested for having meth over someone taking your computer. You're like, I hate this fucking place. This is the worst.
Did you guys see that there was a group of people showing that Airbnb owners will have secret rooms in their house so that they can keep an eye on the people that are renting the B&B. It'll be behind like a fake wall, like your house back in the day there, Joe.
Oh, well yes. I mean,
creepy.
It's kind of weird.
Oh, it's absolutely weird.
It's a good way to protect your shit.
Yeah. And
you can look at him naked, right?
There's been another story about a guy that I'm not sure he sold his house, but then he also built a bunker in the on the property in the way back, like a hidden bunker that was never listed, and so he just lives there. So he has to pay nothing and just built a bunker on his own property and then just lives in the bunker, and the family or whatever just bought his house and they live there and he lives in the bunker.
Oh, wow.
It's crazy. Imagine finding that out one day.
I know. I'm going to suck some healing.
Good God, that's going to be so high-pitched.
Wow! Whoa! Would you like to read the next one?
Sure!
Not a bomb.
Goose problem.
Goose problem.
What's good for
the goose is good for the gaggle. That's what my dad used to say.
Not good for the fucking owners of an Airbnb.
No, it is sad. But fuck those laws.
All right, Bristol geese population. Short-term solution found as city discusses management plan.
Oh yeah, and one of our kids sent this in. Sorry, it's not credited, but know who you are and we love you.
Sorry.
It's okay.
One option that both animal advocates and city leaders agree on comes with a hefty price. Mm-hmm. Bristol, Connecticut. Why is this yellow?
What? It's not yellow on my screen.
It's hard to read. And I can't just click up. There we go. Well, click off of it. No, click the link.
Oh, God.
Get off.
Boop. Nice. Okay, go.
Bristol, Connecticut. The issue of an estimated 12,000 Canada geese. What is this? Canadian geese that have made Bristol their home was the subject of Bristol Park Commission meeting Wednesday as they create a headache for residents by the droppings they leave behind.
12,000.
That's a lot. That's a lot of geese.
God, that's enough.
Gaggle doesn't do that justice.
No, there's got to be a different word for that many. That's like a
Google.
Perfect.
A gaggleplex.
Gaggleplex.
A gaggleplex. Mm-hmm. The meeting followed an initial proposal to euthanize many of the geese, which was met with public outrage.
Just fucking kill them!
I love it. We got to get rid of these geese. All right, let's kill them.
What?
You want us to get rid of them? Well, yeah, but how are you going to get rid of them? We got to kill them.
We can't chase it. They just have people up there like, get out of here.
Hey, shoo.
Out of there.
Everyone volunteers.
You run up to that many geese, they're just going to be like, fuck.
And just the sound that would make. 12,000 geese going.
Trying to hissing at you like they do. Fucking geese.
Dude, when I was camping up at Farragut last weekend, there were 2 geese came in and landed in the water, and they were like chirping at people while they were swimming. Mm-hmm. They didn't give a fuck, dude.
No, they'll take you down.
Yeah,
they know you're a pussy.
The mayor and town commissioner decided to wait before making a final decision. We will send this back to our policy committee. We have limited funds to deal with this. This is not a typical line item with the city budget. So what we will likely do is now look at those limited funds and see what non-lethal measures are going to make an appreciable difference, said Caggiano. Among the proposed solutions are things like deterrent spray, fences, lasers, and dogs.
God, lasers always find
Should
a
have
way
led with
in.
lasers.
Dude. Okay, speaking we don't have the budget for this. What about a bunch of lasers?
Yeah, do we have budget for lasers?
Which ones? I'll stand out there. They just hire people with laser pens.
Yeah, laser pins.
Just like, get out of here.
You like that in your eye? Ugh.
Fuck! Sorry, I'm sorry.
However, both animal advocates and city leaders agree on one long-term solution.
Which this is neat. Go ahead.
Basically, create a little hills and grassy areas around the water. It's better for filtration, larger to be its good. What?
Mm-hmm.
It's better for filtration, larger to be its good.
Mm-hmm.
The fuck does that mean?
Am
I reading it wrong?
No. It's better for filtration, larger to be. It's good in the geese.
Are very picky. That sentence doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, leave it to the mayor.
Sentence. If they can't see outside of the body of water that they're swimming in and look for predators, even though there aren't that many predators on the boulevard.
Except for Green Day. Still got it.
They won't nest there. They won't hang out in that area, said Caggiano. The buffers are pricey, but there's a way to install them while being financially responsible, according to city officials.
And that's where lasers came in.
They're environmental grants that will allow us to get some money to do that because it's a good dual effect. It kind of keeps the geese out.
Who's his mayor? His mayor is Cohen.
Yeah,
he's like, I don't know, dude.
Like, whatever.
If we put some hills in or whatever, and then it can't see who's going to eat them.
I think you should read the rest of it in Colin's voice.
All right. Dual effect. It kind of keeps the geese out. It also keeps with water filtration or whatever. So we're going to go after some of those grants. And then, I'm not going to.
My friend Grant.
But I have a friend named Grant. And he once said it's not that hard to make a hill. So he'll help. And he said...
He'll help? A little hill help.
And he said if we can do that to the boulevard and a couple other parks around the city or whatever... And it's just Grant.
Yeah.
Grant's the only one at the press conference.
Yeah, he's like, shout out, LSU, whatever.
Fucking Bill Boulevard for life.
Boulevard boys.
Boulevard boys. That's right, Grant. Fuck, love you, dude. Love you too,
Love
man.
you too, man.
Fuck. That was sick.
So sick.
That was sick. Fuck these geese. He says all of this and then forgets his mic's on and like turns to like the other one. He's like, fucking kill him.
He's like, do we
gas him?
Have any weed or anything?
He's like, just fucking kill him. He's like, no, we got hills. We're gonna do it in a very like a ethical way. We love the geese. We love Canada.
He's like, when these people leave, just
God bless America.
gas them,
and then just covers the mic and he's like, just fucking gas them.
Just wait till everybody leaves.
And the police chief is like, yeah. And he just has like a fucking...
He's already got the gas.
He's got gas, like grenades tied to his belt. Mm-hmm. He's like, I'm heading down there right now. Okay, get him out of here. Fucking annoying. Fucking honking all the time. But it reminded of the chicken infestation that we talked about just a couple weeks ago.
Oh, sorry. I was just reading this. And the short-term officials agreed to use small street cleaner and vacuum trucks. They're able to fit on sidewalks. With little mini trucks that fit on sidewalks, little cost city. Anyway, what were you saying?
Oh, nothing. It reminded me of the chicken infestation of that town.
Oh,
it's the same thing. Now it's with geese. And they're just like, dude, fucking kill him. He's like, I don't know, build some planes. Another guy built some hills. Another guy's like, lasers, dogs. And he's like, what the fuck are we doing here?
Bow and arrows.
Bow and arrow.
Kill them all.
Flamethrower. Get rid of them and feed the homeless.
Yeah, fun.
You're like, that's a good idea. Just fucking flaming down 12,000 Canadian geese.
Imagine them flying off on fire.
Just into buildings, set the whole fucking town on fire.
They would. They're like little kamikaze geese. They're gonna go out. I kind of want to play this video really quick and see.
Well, it's gonna just read the whole story.
Table tonight with several different price ranges.
Oh,
I have to hear a voice like this.
With
can we not?
Okay.
They have been aggressive towards people, and they
look at all that shit, dude.
which contain
Yeah.
toxins that can be harmful.
Turn it
Others
up.
have given a
Look
lot
at
of thought to address the problem. One idea they originally came up with was to kill them, but many people in the city said that they don't support that move, especially since a lot of the geese are babies. Tonight, the council
Easier
is
to kill.
proposing several
Yeah.
options, including a deterrent spray, fencing, dropping cleanup services, and a company that would get rid of all the eggs and then bring in dogs and lasers to train the geese to make sure they know this is not somewhere they can be. These range from $100 up to $25,000 per session. According to the agenda, the
What a
official
wide range.
Yeah.
Like,
Let's see what this guy says.
it's going to be the same
those who
thing.
served. Others say they don't mind the geese. One man brings his son by every morning just to see them.
Because he loves the geese, especially the little ducklings that are out now. There's a lot.
They're goslings,
So your first thought
dumbass.
is you don't want to kill them all. They have as much right as we do to be here. And okay, they go to the bathroom around. Well, everybody that's living does, you know.
Everybody comes to park shits here. I don't see what the problem is.
I just shit here fucking
10
20
minutes ago.
20
dude.
minutes before you started
I
talking
just
to
pulled
me.
my pants up, dude.
You can see it right there.
Just hot, steamy
You know,
pile
I
of
mean-
shit.
And look at all the water and stuff. I mean, this is what they do. This is what they look for. So putting them down is not the answer.
No matter what solution leaders pick, paying for it could end up being a challenge, though. Yet again tonight, that meeting is at City Hall at...
Okay.
Alex Stone, ABC News.
Yeah.
The wide range, they said, and these services with dogs and lasers cost between
$25 and 50 grand.
who you hiring? Like, you got this guy in this organization that does it, and he's like, dude, I'll do it for free. Fucking hate geese. I love lasers.
He reminds me of Bill Murray from Caddyshack. He's just like, I'll kill him.
Yeah, how'd you get into this field? He goes, dude, there's two reasons. One, I got a bunch of lasers, and I fucking hate geese.
Yeah. I'm almost out of lasers.
I'm almost out of lasers. He fucking just holds up a dead goose. You're like, Jesus Christ, Daryl. What are you doing?
There's always some guy that's all about that, though.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's just like, I'll fucking kill him.
Yeah, I'll do it.
You send me to kill him, I'll do it.
I'll still get an unemployment check. So I got so much time. Can I keep two? All right, let's move on to some good news. Zach!
So you're telling me there's a chance?
Hooray, we aren't doomed.
Yeah! Heading to New Orleans. Nolans.
Nolans.
Which reminds me, if you guys haven't seen the show Your Honor, I'm watching that currently, and it's good.
Nope.
Bryan Cranston, he's a judge and gets wrapped up in some fucking shit with a bunch of gangs and mobsters. Watch it.
I've seen that it's on there, but I was like, I don't want to watch a judge show. But
Nope.
if that's what it
is, watch it. You like Bryan Cranston, right?
Yeah, he's great.
Yeah. It's like,
Is he like Heisenberg, but a judge?
Have fun. Less meth, more death.
Oh, sweet.
That's what my dad used to always say.
Yeah. He said 9 things.
That's all he said? Dad, can you pass the butter? Nah, I would. But before I do that, I got to tell you one thing. Less meth, more death.
So,
I know,
really?
Dad. That's all he just does. He says like a programmable toy that he just says the same sayings over and over again.
Yeah.
Less butter, more water.
real quick side note. I was running some errands with my wife yesterday, and she went to go tanning, and so I went with her, and I went and did a tanning thing.
More tan, more man.
It's right. And so the girl's like trying to talk me into doing a tan and like how it'll work and all that stuff. And I'm like,
doing tan.
I forgot she said something, and I was like, yeah, that's what my dad always said. She was like, I'm like, yeah, he said 2 things, whatever that was. And I was like, and the longer the ponytail, the bigger the problem. And she's like,
anyway.
She's like, so it's a 12-minute session.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right.
That's what my dad used to say. You just keep everything she says. You repeat the same ones.
He used to say that too.
Longer the bigger the ponytail, bigger the problem, and then 12 minutes is $26. Unless I have
I ain't gay, but $20 is $20.
And he also say the more tan you are, the more you spend on tanning.
That's right.
That's right. Anyway, let me know my
the more
wife's
the
done.
tan, the better the man.
That's right. You get it.
The browner the tan, the better the man.
Bob Barker. Fundraiser earns more than $220,000 to help 90-year-old veteran retire from grocery store. Goddamn!
He looks like a ghoul from Fallout.
He looks like if Bob Barker didn't get the hosting gig. Doesn't he?
Yeah, a little bit.
Not being mean. He's working his ass off.
Yeah,
so
he
here you
is.
go.
Well,
New
yeah.
Orleans.
I'm not making fun of what he does. I'm making fun of the way he looks.
He looks like Bob Barker that doesn't have a job. Thousands of dollars have been raised to help an Air Force veteran retire. Louisiana resident Karen Swenson recently shared a video of 90-year-old Dylan McCormick working out in the heat at an area Winn-Dixie store. Winn-Dixie store. How old am I? Just made 90 in November, McCormick can be heard telling Swenson in the video. According to Swenson, she spotted McCormick working at the grocery store in temperatures above 90 degrees Fahrenheit. Yeah, I assume so.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if Fahrenheit was appropriate there.
Well,
90 degrees Celsius?
Yeah.
Fucking what? That's how he got so fucking tan.
He looks brown. He looks cooked.
What's 90 degrees Celsius?
No idea.
Probably like 120, 130 Fahrenheit, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So he's not out there doing that. Memorial Day, grabbing carts in the parking lot. I watched a 90-year-old man, United States Air Force veteran, collect and push shopping carts. She shared it. The video said back and forth, stacking cart after cart, sometimes more than 20 at a time. Swenson said he even got help collecting...
194 Fahrenheit,
I
sorry.
know, thank you. So I don't know if Fahrenheit was appropriate. Talking about New Orleans and making sure that we knew it was 90 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't 194. So then customers helped him collect them. A former news reporter shared that McCormick found himself still working at 90 years old because he needed the money to help cover his expenses. Mr. McCormick is working to eat, he said. He needs $2,500 a month to live. It says he only gets $1,100 from Social Security, so he must push carts in triple-digit heat to make ends meet. You don't have to always rhyme.
Yeah.
Swenson said
necessary.
McCormick had the kindest smile and the greatest attitude, even while working for hours outside in the heat.
You know what's funny though is if it was that hot, if he was a ghoul, he would, he could still get around.
Yeah, you can make it happen.
That radiation wouldn't affect him.
Yeah,
at all.
Wouldn't be a problem. Swenson shared the video, started a GoFundMe, and then the rest is history, collecting nearly $230,000 in donations.
Nice.
So quit pushing carts.
Can
Bob
she just
Barker.
change her last name to Swanson and get it over with?
I know, Swenson.
Fucking Swenson.
Grow up. All right, here's something I found on the internet. You ready?
Yeah.
Zach?
The internet is pretty wild. Depending on your browsing habits, you can either experience something super cool or go to prison. Crazy, right? Let's check it out together as a couple. Hey, look what I found.
Yes! That's awesome! I don't think that song gets enough credit.
No.
That is a good one.
It's fucking...
I wish I can try and track it down. I don't think I'll be able to. A lot of those were made on an old computer.
Yeah,
that I no
was-
longer have access to.
Yeah. I remember the day we made those things.
Nice. Yes.
I was going to say that earlier, but I wasn't sure if I should.
So this is cool. It's not necessarily for me, but I have signed up and I have listened to a couple albums. But the idea of this is that it's putting music, and you can set preferences, but it's giving you albums that you need to hear before you die. And it could be just anything. But the website is 1001 Albums Generator. But the headline on it says 1001 albums you must hear, before you die. So it's good music. You get here, you sign up, and then as you go through the sign up process, you can decide what genres you want to hear from. So it'll pick like critically acclaimed albums that are outside of your scope. Because, I mean, there's so much goddamn good music out there. And a lot of it you'll never hear. I mean, a lot of bands that don't get the promotion, they don't get the record deal, have some really good albums. And this will take them and push them straight to your email. So it'll send you a link, and you can say, hey, I can't do it on the weekdays. I got too much shit going on. So it'll go back to weekends. So it'll just send you the link on Saturdays and Sundays. So as you're sitting around the house, you go open up your email, log into your account, and then it pushes an album your way. But I just thought that was really cool.
Yeah, you know what's going back to what you said about that? Like, think about the bands that just produced a masterpiece, but because they didn't get some sort of push, right push, it was like, it didn't work out. They had to break up. They had to move on to their lives. But if that album would have been in front of the right people, they would be mega stars.
Right.
And that's sad.
So let's see what I get signed into mine because I have an account. And the one that it's giving me today is the Flaming Lips Yoshimi Battles the Pink Robots. So then it gives you all the links to what you have. Oh, this is reviews, so you can read about it. Let's see what's going on here. I'm just clicking it. I think I have Shopify. I'm scared to click anything. I'm not gonna. Yeah, I don't have Shopify on the computer that sits in the studio. But so now I have the Flaming Lips, and I have never heard this album. But somebody who is a fan of the Flaming Lips would be like, "Oh, dude, you're fucking missing out." Mm-hmm. So I go through, push play, enjoy it, and then tomorrow I get sent another album.
That's pretty wild.
Yeah, isn't it? I mean, it's just and the website's super old, so it's not a new idea. But if you're a fan of music and you want to have something that is catered to you, I didn't pick any genre, so I said whatever you want, whatever you guys are saying are the best 1001 albums of all time that you need me to listen to. Fine, but if you click the little genre things and go in depth on the advanced settings, you can make sure it's like, well, I fucking hate this. I don't care how good this album is within this genre. I don't want to fucking hear it. And you can do that, and then it'll only send you ones that are inside of that genre.
It's like you chose 1001 jazz albums.
Jazz albums. You're like, this sounds just like the jazz album from yesterday. All right, let's hear from some of the kids. All right? Zach!
All right, let's hear what you guys think.
Really? You want to talk to me? Wow, that's cool.
Poor little Stuart.
I know.
All right, our first email is coming from our sleepy son, Jesse, who writes, "Hey, dads, the guy's list of sleep talking..." What?
Yeah.
"The guy's list of sleep talking had me cracking up a bit."
Remember the list?
Nope.
Oh. All right.
I don't remember shit.
A few weeks ago, sent in a list of, they kept a log of the things he yelled out in his sleep.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a couple stories of other people sleepwalking / talking, and one from myself that I hope makes you guys laugh, as they still make me laugh when I tell them. When I was real little, my parents left my brother and I at a friend's house.
I'm glad that sentence kept going, because that would have been sad. When I was little, my parents left me and my brother.
And then at a friend's house.
Yeah. Oh. Okay. All right. We're good.
At a friend's house whose mom was a babysitter / daycare. We were playing some N64 real late, and this kid, who wasn't a friend but stayed over night as well, starts muttering real quiet and starts walking into the kitchen.
It's going to be good.
He opens the garbage can and pisses in it. Closes the garbage can, walks straight back to the couch he was sleeping, and goes back to sleep. What I've always thought about is funny about sleepwalking is that you still do, like, you see that, you still know you need to pick up the lid.
Yeah.
Like, in your mind,
just the toilet.
It functions like the thing would. It's not like you fall down the stairs. You walk down the stairs because you're aware enough.
If there's going to be a place to sleepwalk piss, the trash can's a pretty good one.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
There's way worse places you could do that.
Mm-hmm. As we've covered on the show.
Now in the
that drunk dad, remember? He's like, he doesn't have a problem, but he pissed in the vacation suitcase. Suitcase full of clothes. And the whole time he's like, he didn't really have a problem. Anyway, and he's like, got up, and just pisses all over the clothes for the fucking vacation and shuts it back up. See you in Mexico, piss neck.
Was he drunk?
Yeah. He drank a lot. Yeah. He's like, he never really had a problem. Like, that's not what you just said.
Yeah, that is a problem.
That is a problem.
It's a huge problem.
Okay.
Now in the teenage years, when everyone gamed till they dropped, one of my friends, who was one of the first to fall asleep, sits straight up, fear across his face, and he screams at me, "Jesse, don't do that!" I jumped up from the sudden scream, like, "What?" Not sure what was going on. I was looking around for whoever was making him so freaked out. He then screams, "Don't eat the controller!" It's poison! With his hand outstretched towards me. Then he quickly, as quickly as he sat up, he laid back down, hugging his pillow. We laughed hard about it. It's like, "Don't eat controller!"
Good night. Imagining that like in a drama movie.
Mm-hmm.
Jesse! What? don't need the controller. Good night.
What is it about? Why do we do that?
I don't know. Just getting the saliva out.
Finally, mine, which my wife and I find hilarious. I do sleep talk randomly, but it's not documented. My wife was watching some TV in bed next to me. She's really into this drama, and what does she hear out of me yell? Get the fuck out of my house! Scared the crap out of her then, but when we still laugh about it now, made me wonder what I would be thinking if a person sleeping next to me yelled that.
Mm-hmm.
Still love listening to the show from episode 1 to 101. About to listen to 102 tomorrow. Your sleepy son, dude.
Oh, good, dude.
I mean, I deal with that with my wife. Like, she thinks that fucking alien spiders are coming through the ceiling.
Yeah. Sleepwalking stuff is just always funny to me. It's really, that's the bare thing. Just a subconscious shit show.
Mm-hmm.
So our second email sent in by our son, Casey, or I think our daughter, Casey. Let me confirm. I don't know. Looking. Don't know. We have Casey's that are. I mean, we have so many kids. I thought Casey. We thought Casey was a fun girl name and also a guy name when we were fucking and giving birth to thousands of kids. So it's just kind of confusing.
There's only so many names.
I know. So I meant to send this in before episode 100, but I'm a dipshit and forgot. As I do. Anyway, coming off of the bonus content of episode 99, I want to let my dear Uncle Zach know that he's not alone in his experience with his friend, the Gilly Man.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. Brian, do you remember that one?
I don't.
What are you doing over
there?
I mean,
I'll be refreshed if you give me... Okay.
I'm not sure if this story will. But you got it. You got
it. Guy in the woods dressed as the woods and taunted us in the campground. Running around the lake.
Yeah.
Got it?
Maybe. I don't know. I know what a ghillie suit is. I can't picture the story.
You see, when my older brother and I reached high school, okay, here we go. This dude discovered that regular drugs could be tweaked. Like some kind of mad scientist. It's alive! Meth squared! Now, I honestly have no idea what he put into his concoctions. But on more than one occasion, I'd walk into him crushing up what looked like pills into powder. Fun. He would then throw this magical demon dust into a tissue, roll it up, and swallow it.
Fuck.
What, in a tissue?
He called it parachuting.
Fuck.
Oddly enough, I have heard of parachuting. I've never done it. I've never seen anybody do it. But I actually knew that parachuting existed.
That sounds dangerous.
It sounds like maybe not a good idea.
Yeah.
Like, let's just put it this way. And this is not like defending that good pharma is always, or good pharma, that big pharma is always out in our best interest, right? But you don't go to the doctor and you're like, okay, nope, you have white spots on the back of your neck. What I'm going to need you to do is grind up these pills, put them in a tissue, and parachute them into your stomach.
Yeah, and eat an umbrella.
Yeah. It just doesn't make any sense. Anyway, so this produced many events that would leave me scratching my head. By far, the worst was this. Good setup. Walking into the living room one day, and he was clung to the couch with both hands and with his bare feet like a damn monkey, staring into the television and basically hyperventilating. Being used to these kinds of situations. You walk in one.
Oh, fuck.
Throw your keys on the table.
I love that. Come inside. Hey. Oh, fuck.
Fuck. Just cling into your key dish. It's like a little Target key dish. And it's like, my keys don't touch. Like written into like the scribbly font and the clang clang. Take your, fucking loosen your tie up and your friend is hanging for dear life off the side of the couch hyperventilating. I'm guessing you didn't cook dinner.
Yeah, right.
So I guess it's microwave burritos again, huh? Monkey man! Being used to these kinds of situations by now, I slowly approach and ask, Dub, what's wrong? He proceeded to scream at my presence. Get away! Yeah, because he thought he was 10,000 feet or 33.33 football fields. I already knew that. Up in the air. So to him, I was flying.
Oh, God.
And if he moved, he would fall. Turning and again locking his gaze to the TV, I prompted once more, Dub, what's really wrong? hoping he forgot that I was able to fly. How'd you get
I'm
up
not
here?
flying right now.
I'm not flying right now. Easy for you to say as you're flying. He then informed me that he was trapped within the television, but was unable to save himself due to being so high up in the air. If he left the couch, he would fall to his death. I shook my head, went to bed. Enough time for this? No, not today.
Not today.
Not today. I'm not doing monkey dub. I did monkey dub on Tuesday. As far as you're fucking losing your mind. You're like, oh my God, that was yesterday.
Wait, he's flying today? Fuck.
God, he must have parachuted. Ugh. You're just brushing your teeth, being like, oh, man, monkey man's gonna kill me.
You just hear him out there.
He was flying! He was flying! Like, fuck. I got a new roommate. He ended up fine that next morning, and that was back in 2010. In 2012, he wrapped himself around a tree. Not in the good way.
Oh my God.
In his VW Passat, launching him off the highway on a ramp, undoubtedly causing some sort of hallucination, or chasing some sort of hallucination. So yeah, he's dead.
Oh
Don't do drugs, you silly gooses. It's because of him that I've never touched anything but weed. Casey. Yes.
And it's stories like that that kept me from doing that shit too.
Yeah, you pussy. Just don't parachute it. P.S. If you're reading this, I'm glad you survived the hot air balloon, Daddy Joe. Yeah.
How come parachuting makes it different?
What? Because you could just like do other drugs and not grind up a bunch of different drugs and then parachute them into your belly with a tissue or whatever.
But what's the point of the tissue?
To hold them all into a concoction and then the tissue dissolves and the drugs go into your belly. But like you can't, I mean, I guess you could have snorted them, but you could also parachute them into your fucking stomach.
Is it basically like a pill capsule that just dissolves?
It's a makeshift pill capsule.
Okay.
Yeah. What it is a bad idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds like it.
Yeah, you're clinging onto a couch and then...
some of it kind of sounds fun for a minute, but that also sounds
it sounds terrifying. I would hate being trapped in a TV.
Yeah.
Hugging a couch.
Thinking you're falling out of an airplane, and then all of a sudden your roommate appears flying.
Just a mess.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Fucking terrible. All right. Anyway.
Well,
you want to be a part of the gaggle? You can sign up at Patreon.
Just don't shit.
What?
Just don't shit.
Oh, I get it. Yeah, don't ruin our parks. Patreon.com/CanYouDon'tPodcast. That's where you sign up. It's how you get the bonus content. Check out all the fucking Scatcast cards.
Cards.
We don't even know what they look like. But there's a Can You Don't Scatcast universe crossover happening. And if you're hearing this early, it's not till Wednesday, but they are available at scatcast.com. Head over there and check it out. You want to see the video version, you can find that on YouTube. And once you get your cards and you're not happy, don't send them to heyguys at canyoudon'tpodcast.com. Send them to, what is it, scatcast.com?
Info at scatcast.com.
Info at scatcast.com.
Fuck off it.
That's where all the complaints go.
No refunds at scatcast.com.
But if you want to send something into Can You Don't, that's heyguys at canyoudon't. Rate and review the show wherever you want. And thanks to the babysitters that moderate the Can You Don't Facebook page. That's it. Let's wrap it up. Go ahead.
Let's do it.
Go ahead, joke. Zach.
Good God. Wrap it up already, huh?
Let's talk about birds. Oh, this is where my brain fucked this up, dude. Whew. All right. So this joke was sent in by our daughter, Casey.
Our son Casey's going to be pissed.
Dude.
Not a fucking chick.
He's like, dude, I'll tell you a fucking cool story. So here you go. If a black bird has black babies and a blue bird has blue babies, what kind of bird has no babies? A swallow. Blow the horn.
There it is. You should have told that joke with helium.
Oh. I sucked it all out.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Should have saved a little bit.
And if a helium baby has bird babies.
Not about them.
All right. Let's move off to the bonus stuff.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Bye.
Bye.